we're just building up the details and the texture on the grasses, just the highlight paint on the end of this rigger brush. Don't put too much pressure when you're doing this. Just flicking the paint on with the very tip of the brush. Just flicking in different directions to simulate the reed growth. And the mix I'm using is a bit of Viridian Hue, a bit of cadmium yellow and a bit of titanium white, just to get that really sort of light green colour. And so just gently flicking, and you can build up, if you're nice and quick with this, you can build up the layers and the detail very quickly with this technique. Just keeping the paint thinned with a bit of the liquid or a bit of refined linseed oil is what helps keep the flow going. Again, we're just suggesting detail with the flicks of the rigger brush. And this will make your painting really kind of come alive when you start adding these details. But this is the technique to use if you want realistic grasses. So vary the direction of your brush strokes, vary the saturation of your paint as well, so it's not all one colour. So you'll mix a bit more yellow into it sometimes, a bit more yellow ochre into it, you know, just to change that tone, saturation. And that's what stops it from looking flat when you've got those different colours in there. But keep the flow going with the liquid. You don't need to do too much. If you don't want to, you can just suggest areas of highlight without going over all of it. So add a bit more blue into the mix sometimes, just to get those darker greens. And just a bit where you got highlight with the Viridian Hue. You don't want too much of that. I don't know how well the camera will pick it up, but it's a very strong colour, the Viridian Hue. You need to be a little bit careful with it if you're using it fairly neat, but where you use it just in little dabs here and there, it really helps to bring that painting alive. Bring it to life, you know. As I say, it's those different colours and those different tones that really do stop a painting from looking flat. But you can see, I mean, I'm not really labouring this, I'm just random strokes. Oh, a bit much there. And then, if you're just doing that, you can actually build up what looks like a load of detail in actually a very quick amount of time, really. Just flicking this paint on. And as you get towards that background, you want to be making the brush strokes smaller as you go. And another thing to do when you're doing grasses and reeds, you're going to get lots of little bits and pieces. So just flick the paint on, just little bits here, little bits there, just little dabs, you know, to suggest little seed heads or things like that. Again, just another way of adding kind of a bit of texture, a bit of detail, without really doing too much. And really, we don't need to be doing too much more to this part of the painting now. And once the clouds have dried, then we can come on to what will probably be pretty much the final part of the painting, which will be where we do the trees. in the background there. But you can see we've got real nice sort of depth there, real nice sense of realism. And in terms of time spent on this painting, we're still well under 10 hours of work on it. So it shows that, you know, you can make a really realistic painting without doing too much to it. So if you want to join me for the final part where we put the trees in, I'll see you then.